So Andrew Schulz, fresh off of his tour to Saudi Arabia, he took part in the Riyadh Comedy Festival and probably got paid $1 gazillion for it. My guess is about $1 million for him, but who knows if it was on the top that somebody got paid on that was $1.6 million. And I think the bottom was like $375,000. I'd guess he's in like the $1 million range, but that's neither here nor there. He sold out to Saudi Arabia, just like most of the comedians. And then, in a humiliating fashion, sort of defended his decision-making and really launched in a tirade against all of the comics who criticized people going to Saudi Arabia. Because, what's outrageous is being against selling out to a genocidal, bloodthirsty regime that has slaves and doesn't give women equal rights. And
no. I am not doing that with Kyle Kulinski. No. Because when we start talking about giving women equal rights in other countries, pretty soon our troops somehow will be involved. I know Saudi Arabia is supposed to be an ally. Like, I am not the one with the equal rights in other. Like, we need to stop. We can worry about that in our own country. Like, am I wrong for saying that? I don't know. But in this clip, Kyle Kulinski is going to dismantle Andrew Schulz for still being on the Trump train and saying the things that Andrew Schulz is saying. Now, me personally, I think that Andrew Schulz is nothing but an agent of, not to say chaos, but an agent of watering down literally everything. And so Kyle Kulinski does have a right to definitely go after Andrew Schulz if Kyle Kulinski wants to. But please let us not do the whole women's rights thing. In other countries, like, where's the respect? Come on, people. Let's respect other cultures, okay? Let's go ahead and get into it.
My audience to fucking know what I'm talking about. Here he is with Charlemagne, and he's done a show with Charlemagne, Brilliant Idiots, for a while. And I don't know, man, this moment irked the shit out of me. Listen to what he says.
For my father to physically go to as a Republican, to go to a protest, very significant. And the fact that then, this guy releases a AI video of him shitting on people's heads.
That shit was fire.
Whatever. I mean...
Yo, it's funny? We were talking
shit
about
on my parents' head is not funny.
But your dad wasn't in the video.
Okay. Well,
what are you talking about, shitting your dad's head?
That's not becoming of a president.
So here's the thing. They're talking about the clip, and I did want to talk about this, where Trump apparently, releases a video of like him flying a jet and then dropping poop on like Harry Sisson. However you feel about Harry Sisson, that is your business. But it was a little cringe because it's like, it's not just like, what is this? Like, you're supposed to, this, I've always believed that a president is the president of every citizen that's in the country, even the ones that I don't agree with. I thought it was so cringy. Like, I was like, this is extremely cringe. Like, and of course MAGA was like, I voted for this. It's just like, what? So I just had to give it some context. By the way, guys, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and a notification bell. Thanks to every eye that lands on these videos.
You don't want that.
None of it is becoming
garbage.
Here's the problem.
It's garbage.
Here's the problem. It's like, I see it, and I was talking to guys about this, but like, I see a lot of other politicians trying to do what he does. Like, AOC tries to do it too. Like,
no, she doesn't. She doesn't try to post like Trump. She fights sometimes on Twitter, but she doesn't try to post like Trump. Gavin Newsom in his press office, he's mirroring Trump shit, the way he talks, his cadence, his rhythm, his capital letters and all that stuff. He's mirroring it to hold the mirror up to the right and go, see, is this the fucking politics you want? Fine, this is the politics you get. Right? That's what's going on. It's only Gavin Newsom's press office. They're the ones who are doing it, and they're doing it to expose how fucking ridiculous it is. AOC's not doing that shit. She's not doing that shit. She's fighting on Twitter, but she's not trying to be like Trump.
Trying to do what he does. Like, AOC tries to do it too. Like, she's trying to like own people on Twitter. And it's like, if Trump just got a thing where he's funny. It is what it is. We all acknowledge this. He is funny, so he gets away with shit that most people can't get away with because he's funny. But when I see the other politicians doing it, it just comes across so cringe. I don't think that they're getting the benefit.
What are you talking about?
He's very cringe. That's why
So did you hear what he said? Charlemagne and the other guy said, it is cringe. What are you talking about? In other words, you're just wrong. Like, it's not funny anymore with Trump. Maybe you could argue there was a time when it was kind of funny. When he was, on the debate stage in 2015 or 2016 and, Megyn Kelly says, you've called women fat pigs and this and that. And he goes, only Rosie O'Donnell. And he got a good big laugh from the audience. It's like, yeah, at a time that's funny. It's not so funny when you're literally destroying the country on a daily basis. Then it comes across as, oh, wait a second, he's actually unhinged. He's actually unhinged. Let's keep going.
That's why the only one it works for is Gavin, because Gavin is actually letting people know I'm mimicking him. I'm not trying to do a cheap second-rate version of Trump. I'm actually
It's a mirror.
mimicking him.
It's a mirror.
It's a mirror. It's the mirror of him.
Gavin is just like such a sociopath.
This is just Democrat derangement syndrome. That's what it is. Andrew Schulz has it. It's Democrat derangement syndrome. It's liberal and leftist derangement syndrome.
By the way, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and the notification bell. I'm not sure if I said that. I do have a short memory sometimes. But it is cringe when Trump does it. Even like people on the far right will tell you that it is. Like it's not funny anymore. Like the stuff isn't funny because people have complaints. You know, a lot of those people at the No Kings protest, like they weren't Democrats. And this is what Republicans fail to pay attention to. And then they cry, oh, Mandani won. And it's because, you know, Sharia law, whatever nonsense they're making up. And it's like, bro, people are fed up, bro. I mean, personally, I just think that everybody's part of the establishment. I'm just waiting for like a couple, you know, maybe the next generation to come in and, you know, but I don't trust politicians in this day and age. But people who voted for him, they just are like, they're tired. So I don't know. I mean, people, these little jokes, they don't work when people are seeing stuff like the Epstein file as being still, what's going on with that, guys? Come on now.
It's not funny anymore. Like, it's just not. It's not funny. It's not interesting. It's not cute. Now it's the world's most powerful man, completely and utterly unhinged and destroying everything. And all of us are watching in fucking horror. And look, I don't doubt that he actually thinks it's still funny. I don't doubt it. But that's why, you know, you're still hanging on to like this anti-woke comedy thing is really where it's at. Like, no, I don't know if you noticed, there's like 17,000 fucking YouTube channels now dedicated to shitting on the entire Rogan sphere and exposing how you guys are hypocrites and you're full of yourselves and you're not funny and you all hit the same fucking 4 topics over and over. How many times are you gonna tell a fucking trans joke, right? And so it just totally out of touch, just totally out of touch. So let me remind everybody, the video that he's saying, bro, that was so funny. Watch this. I can't play the audio because it's danger zone and we can get copyrighted for that. But just watch. So Trump hops in a fighter jet that says King Trump on it and he's wearing a fucking crown and he does this.
Now I'm laughing. I can't help but laugh a little bit. Like, this is crazy. Like, all right. Like, this is disgusting.
So you watch that and you go, now it just comes across as childish and dumb and stupid, right?
All right, I didn't mean to buzz. It's because I'm on the spot. When I first saw it, I just was like, Harry Sisson was pissed off. And I would be too, though. Like, I'd be like, dang, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, now, let's just say this, right? I highly doubt that Trump made the AI. And posted this. This is not an excuse, okay? We already know somebody else is running this account. And I do believe that people that run this account, I do believe there's an agenda out here to keep people like at this constant polarized position because that's the only way the establishment continues to win, right? But like it is, look at Kyle Kulinski's face. He is disgusted. And I mean, it is a disgusting video with all that poop. Like, come on, this is what's going on. But it's just... I think they do this on purpose, you know, with their agendas and everything. It is what it is. But the decorum, I was like, I'm not going to police anything, but it's just, this is supposed to be the leader of the country. Like, it's really weird.
Even the whole thing about like, oh, you say we want to be a king. Well, we'll own you by putting on crowns, right? And it's like, yeah, but you actually do want to be a king. That's the thing, right? It's like, it's not a joke anymore. It's like the old thing where, you know, the right used to troll and it used to like jokes about being pro-Nazi. And then eventually it just became like, no, we're actually in favor of the Nazis. And so like the thing that starts out as the troll becomes reality. Just like now what they're doing, Trump 2028, the hats that say Trump 2028. And they joke and they meme about it and fucking JD Vance does it. Eventually it'll be, no, he's gonna try to stay in for 2028. That's actually what's gonna happen. And you look at the list of shit they're doing in order to try to steal 2026 and steal 2028. So it's not fucking funny when it's not a joke. Like, it's actually not a joke. And if he had his way, if he had the manpower, if he had the ability, he would have rounded up all 7 fucking million people. In fact, he signed NSPM 7, which is a whole of government approach change where they say, instead of going after fucking drug cartels or Al-Qaeda or using our intelligence for the shit the intelligence should be used for, they say, you need to spy on every single person who's anti-Christian, anti-American, anti-capitalist, an extremist on race or gender or immigration. This is what they say. So in other words, if you disagree with this regime, you're a terrorist or terrorist adjacent, and we can fucking spy on you, we can investigate you, we can ruin your life.
Hold up. I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. I do got to repeat that. So, because they already have a Project Esther. So, is this what he's talking about? Like, let me just see.
Extremist on race or gender or...
Oh, God, so annoying.
Which is a whole of government approach change where they say, when it's not a joke, like it's actually not a joke. And if he had his way, if he had the manpower, if he had the ability, he would have rounded up all 7 fucking million people. In fact, he signed NSPM 7, which is a whole of government approach change where they say, instead of going after fucking drug cartels or Al-Qaeda or using our intelligence for the shit the intelligence should be used for, they say, you need to spy on every single person who's anti-Christian, anti-American, anti-capitalist, an extremist on race or gender or immigration. This is what they say. So in other words, if you disagree with this regime, you're a terrorist or terrorist adjacent, and we can fucking spy on you, we can investigate you, we can ruin your life. We reserve the right to kill whoever we want. We're going to do a story on this tomorrow. But the Pentagon is saying we reserve the right to kill whoever we want because if you're affiliated with the narco-terror groups that we say, and there's no evidence these motherfuckers even exist, but we say they're coming into the country. If we say you're affiliated with them or affiliated with Antifa, you're a threat to the country, we can kill you, and we don't need to prove anything.
This is very interesting. This is very deep. This is insane. Wow. I'm not shocked. I just didn't know that they were still signing more things like this. Like, I didn't know things like this were coming out of the Pentagon. They already have Project Esther with the whole, you know what I mean? You see what they did with the college campuses and all that with the Palestine protests with Project Esther. But now the Pentagon has something that's basically saying that they could end us if... Do you understand? Like, these people are very loose. You know, back in 2006 or something, they were rounding up Muslims who simply were playing paintball behind their house and used certain words too many times, and what they did to these people was egregious, just to say that the Patriot Act worked. So you see what I mean? Wow. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.